Just do it.
Welcome to another episode of 10 Years Apart. I'm Tim.
I'm Brandon.
And we come to you guys with some heavy hearts. If you listened to the previous episode, we weren't very kind to our fans.
We didn't really address, what should have been addressed in that episode, which was,
And we said some nasty things to you guys.
Yeah.
We regret it. We called you all sorts of names. We were being arrogant, and
we said at one point we didn't need you, and that's totally untrue.
It's totally untrue. We come
you.
from humble beginnings, and I think we just let the fame and the overwhelming wealth get to us.
Yeah.
And we're here to tell you, we're sorry. We didn't mean to treat you like that. We lost all of our money. We made some bad investments. Needless to say, we ended up back at our parents' house in the basement.
I know we don't really want to get into too much detail about what happened, but
Brendan ran into some trouble in Ontario. Let's just say air quote manslaughter charges. Something about running people over with your car when you're drunk is, for whatever reason in Canada, they frown upon it. So they revoked our passports, our visas, so we're back in the States.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We lost our fortune. We don't have any money, and
lost all my fucking land.
That's why we're here talking to you.
And we're sorry.
We still need your support. We need you here with us at this time. I can't believe I'm saying this again, but I'm poor. I'm broke, and I need some assistance.
And we need your guys' assistance whenever. We're the number one podcast in the world, and we know that what we said last podcast really hurt a lot of people. A lot of our true fans, a lot of people who've been there since the beginning. And saying what we said, looking back on it in retrospect, and even listening to the tapes multiple times with each other, we regret to even upload it. It's a sad thing, but we're not going to get rid of it because it's going to be a part of our history that will always, remind us of what not to do and always be grateful of our fans.
Yes.
Because you guys are really what make this podcast a podcast. See, without you guys, we wouldn't have anything, which we currently don't. But
so when we said that your guys, all of our listeners are useless, poor, dumb motherfuckers that don't know anything, we didn't mean that.
We did not mean that.
We didn't mean that. We simply didn't mean that. When we said you guys are losers and you all suck and you all suck our dicks.
We need you. And when he said,
we didn't mean
when
it.
we were talking about how
small you are and how insignificant you are.
Yeah, how we could go to your house and just have people beat you up for no fucking reason other than we just saw you and we didn't like what you looked like. We had that kind of money and we were arrogant. We didn't know what we were doing. We felt like emperors. We felt like demigods at the time.
And that's what got us put in a Beijing jail for a few weeks, and it sucked all of our funds out of us. We had to basically. They extorted us into the point where they wouldn't even let us leave the country unless we bribed them. So we lost all of our money doing that. We lost all of our money on Wall Street. We invested in these really, really risky stock options, and sure enough, they backfired on us. Apparently, people aren't into hot air balloons anymore. I bought a hot air balloon hot air balloon dealership, and sure enough, that went into the ground. I lost all of my investments. So when I said I didn't need you guys,
$1 million into the good years. Blimps into the blimp industry.
Gone.
It's all gone. There's only 26 blimps left in the world now.
There's
27 2 weeks ago. Dude.
It's unbelievable.
It's absolutely unbelievable. And there goes my money.
It's gone. And that's why we're here now. We're going to move past it. We're not about living in the past. We also don't want to make the same mistakes in the future. So, needless to say, we appreciate you guys. We love you being here. Thank you for listening. And we're always here for you, and we hope that you're always here for us. So we're just sorry for all of the negative things that we said about you guys. I think it's time to move past it, don't you, Brendan? Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I think it's time to move past it. I mean, we could touch on some points that that we'd like to talk about. Make it make the podcast, make the viewers want to hear what they want to hear. The original.
The OG 10 years apart.
The OG 10 years apart.
That's what we're giving you. And this time, we're not letting fame get to us.
Not at all.
We don't care how rich we get. We don't care how much better we are than you guys. This time, we're going to stay humble. This time, we're going to stay in the humble lane. I can promise you. And we're going to drive it all the way to Successville.
We're going to
with you guys.
Exactly. I was about to say that.
You're about to say the same
exact thing. You guys are You're the cornerstone of this channel, and that's why we need you.
That's why we need you.
Need you more than ever.
Well said. Well said. Let's go ahead and move on to more positive things.
Yeah.
That's all this is about. It's about positive vibes. Brendan, you said that your friend's house got set on fire.
Yeah, it did. Someone burnt no, not his house, his garage.
His second house
for his cars. His second house for his cars. See, someone arsoned it. So it was an arsonist, obviously. Someone burnt it down. It's an arsonist.
This is a true story, by the way.
This is absolutely true. It just like...
Start from the beginning.
So from the very beginning, my friend looks out his window and he just goes, what the fuck? His garage was up in flames. They're all smoking pot. You know, rich people shit. We're not rich anymore. I'm sorry for even bringing that up. But anyways, they were smoking pot like crazy.
You should be sorry for that. But...
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know. But he looks out and he sees the garage on fire. And they're like, oh my god, they call 911. Everyone's freaking out. You know, they're like, I hope it doesn't extend to the tree, which is like right above it. And because it could have, the fire department came and they put it out. Once they put it out, they're like, hey, it could have been from a smoldering, it could have been from a smoldering, like an ash from like a cigarette.
In a garbage can, though?
Yeah. In a garbage can, and it caught the whole thing.
What fucking idiot would do that?
Yeah, no one. So, and then they said, but it was probably arson. So we're looking for an arsonist suspect. And they asked like a bunch of questions like, who do you hate? And like, does anyone hate you? Does anyone have a vendetta against you and shit like that? But I wasn't there for it. I just remember like the next day I was there. There's no garage. And I go, hey, wait, what happened to your garage? And he's like, someone fucking burnt it down last night, bro. I'm like, what? Because I was sleeping at the time when everyone was on Snapchat freaking out, and I don't fucking check my phone. I'm just like, whatever, I'm doing my shit. I do my thing. And then he's like, yeah, some fuckhead burnt it down, dude. We're trying to figure out who it is. And I'm like, and then he just starts accusing people like left and right, just because he's just that kind of person. But it fucking sucked. Like,
and the police never figured out who did it?
I don't believe so, no. I mean, it's a small town, so
you can just set a garage on... If you guys are listening, you can set a garage on fire.
Oh, absolutely.
You will get away with it.
Because that person 100%
Nobody's going to catch you.
Just make sure it's a poor income family. Because that's what happened to be the circumstances.
They were poor?
Yeah, they were poor.
Low income?
Low income.
Demographic?
Yeah.
Wow. I've got a story very similar to that, and it actually happened to me back in our hometown of old Tiffin, Ohio.
Yeah, positive vibes, though, all around.
All positive vibes all around. And so, you know, we're from a small town, and this is a true story as well. And I remember being at this party one night in a garage, just chilling.
I did
drinking.
Like tons of parties when you're younger, just in a garage.
And I left the party. And then same thing that happened to you. Like, you came back the next day, and the garage that you were just in, like, is no longer there.
No longer there at all.
But apparently this garage, because it had, like, gas and electricity hookup, apparently this garage, like, literally, there was a gas leak, and it exploded. And nobody was in it. And, like, there was a whole...
Holy shit.
There was, like, 30 people, like, in that garage when the party was going on. But
wow.
Dude, it was 100% true story. Like, I just came back the next day, the garage was just gone. And I heard from somebody else, like, it was a gas leak, and it just caught on fire.
Dude, it's so weird. Garages catch on fire all the time. I remember Christmas going to Tiffin, once again, our hometown. Going to Tiffin, we drove by my friend Wyatt's house, and his fucking garage was on fire, like, on Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah,
I
dude,
was in the same car as you.
Yeah, dude.
It was blazing.
It was blazing on fucking fire. It was
fucking blazing.
Dude.
And there was no fire trucks there. We were literally on the scene before anybody else. We were the first ones to arrive, and we came from a different city.
I texted Wyatt, and I'm like, yo,
hey, your garage is on fire.
I was like, yeah, your garage is on fire, and he's like, yeah, I know, dumbass.
Yeah, I'm right here.
And I'm like,
looking at it.
I'm like, well, I thought maybe you're in the basement. You're the only one home. You know, fuck, I don't know. I'm just letting you know before your house catches on fire, because you got wood picket fence, dog.
Yeah, that fire was going like 30 feet in
Dude,
the air.
it was a massive fucking fire. But it's a small town, once again, like 20,000 people. But that's not that small. But again, like the fire brigade
wasn't even there yet.
Wasn't even there. Nowhere even close. We didn't hear them.
No.
we got to the place, our house that we were going to, our old house, and we still didn't hear him.
God, dude. Let's talk about Cooper Stadium for a second.
Yeah. Let's
like, what a shit show that is.
You can start. You start it off. All right. Just start it off with like
Cooper Stadium is this like old abandoned baseball stadium here in Columbus, and it's huge. Like they still have half of it is still left. Like it's huge.
It's a massive baseball.
Of course, we pulled up. They have it all gated off, but we noticed something else walking up to the stadium.
Okay.
That fucking horrific smell that no doubt followed us home.
There's a dead body
it's
in there.
It's sticking
dude.
with me.
You smell it still?
I swear I walked through the door of my apartment, or should I say mom's house, because we're in the basement of her house.
Yeah.
And boom. I was like, dude, it literally smells like sewage in here.
Dude, I gagged as soon as I smelled it. Started gagging. But Cooper Stadium, we went there to explore it for you guys.
We're gonna post a video soon. Watch it. Take a look.
Damn, dude, that was a big loud burp. That was a nice, good burp. That cleaned me out. But anyways, we went to Cooper Stadium to go back into it. We've been into it before through these like 2 bars, but some fucking cop told us like, hey, people are going in this shit, and then
completely blocked it off. There's absolutely no way in. And
there's no way.
Let's get real. It's not worth jumping over those spiked fences they got. I'm not trying to get my old
fucking
tater sack caught up on one of those spears they got hanging there, dude.
And fucking ruin the rest of your goddamn life. Just
not to mention the whole city of Columbus is going by you watching you do this, because there's absolutely no cover to get into the stadium. It's literally just like spiked fences, like metal 10-foot tall spiked fences all the way around. It's like a fucking castle.
For no reason. Well, there's big reason. Liabilities, that's why. But like, we went around the whole thing looking for areas, and you can see where people like just got like wire cutters and cut into the fence.
And they had to like repair it.
And they repaired it.
That was everywhere.
And that was absolutely everywhere. And it looked brand new. And like there's tire tracks along it. And we're like, dude, they fix these holes every single day. Because Cooper Stadium is in the ghetto, like where we're about to live. Because, the rough times we landed on.
Right. Without we lost all of our endorsements.
Unless you guys support us.
Support the Patreon. We need to get our sponsors back. We lost everybody. We lost Blue Chew. We lost Patron. We lost everybody. We lost Black and Milds. We have nobody now. We have nobody.
Absolutely no one. Swisher, Backwoods, they both left.
And that's because they don't want a couple, in their words, they don't want a couple of felonies or what
felons.
Is it? They don't want a couple of felons peddle their merchandise over the airwaves. So whatever, I get that.
It's all right.
It's cool. But for the record, we're only felons in Bangladesh and Canada. So I want to just put that on there. Put that out there for everybody.
I'm in Canada, Bangladesh, Sierra Leone, France,
and Singapore, dude.
Singapore, Singapore, Ukraine, Russia, Kyrgyzstan.
That's right, dude. You were selling illegal hamsters in Singapore, and they straight up got you on that.
Yeah.
And it was $1 million ring.
Well,
let's be honest. There's not a hamster in Singapore this dude didn't sell. Guaranteed.
Dude, I was a hamster empire. They called me the hamster lord for a little while because what I do is I fly when I had my private jet. Whatever. I don't even want to mention it because it's considered gloating, and I don't want to do that.
Right. It is a Learjet, though, for you that don't know what a Learjet is. Look it up, okay?
Right.
It's pretty expensive. We were rich.
But I used to just bring them over with my jet because TSA will stop you. They'll say you can't bring any animal like that. You can't bring any exotic. You can't bring any animals abroad.
With your own jet, you can bring as many as you want.
And guess how many hamsters I brought every single flight? And I did 3. I made my dude do 3 flights every 4 days.
How many did you end up hauling?
72,000 hamsters.
Wow. These are Chinese hamsters. Okay. For those of you that don't know what the difference is, there's a black Belgium hamster. Okay. And there's the white Chinese hamster. The white Chinese hamsters, those are top dollar.
They're rare, exotic, and they breed stallions, basically. Like, just to put it in your normal perspective, because you don't know.
We're talking at least 30 yen a pop for these hamsters.
Yeah.
No less than 30 yen. If you come at me with less than 30 yen, come on, I'm going to fucking laugh at you. I'm going to get you the fuck out of here.
Mine were going for 3,000 yen. That's how good bred they were. They were bred so well as growing up.
Thoroughbred hamsters.
So, dude, they could run around that wheel faster than you could fucking imagine. That wheel ran so quick it generated electricity. That's why Singapore is as big as it is currently this day. Is because I've been selling those hamsters for 10 years plus now, and those hamsters are powering that fucking city, that whole country. I mean,
the whole whatever it is. Country, city. I
it's
lost track after all the Quaaludes I did. Let me tell you.
Let me tell you that much as well.
I don't know where I was. I don't know where in the globe I was. All right.
I mean, just look at the map behind us. We could figure it out.
Oh my god. I can't even read a fucking map, dude. I need glasses after all the shit I did over in Singapore. I tell you, dude.
Dude, Singapore is quite a crazy place. But you know,
got my pilot's license over there.
They're pretty easy to get there.
That was fun. Yeah. I didn't even really have to do anything.
You just signed some forms.
I just signed some forms. Yeah. Dude, pay some dude. It's like $20 US.
Yeah, he's like,
here's a fucking permit. Here's your license, my guy.
That's basically. I mean, I paid.
I said all right.
I remember I got my piloting license in Kenya because it's super.
Apples. We're talking apples and oranges now, dude.
Well, in Kenya, look, you could still fly a nice plane to Kenya and get your same fucking piloting license. I had my own private pilot. I'm like, hey, dude, I want to learn how to fly my plane just in case.
His name was Pete. We called him Private Pilot Pete.
Private Pilot Pete.
Private Pilot Pete. That dude was the shit.
Dude, shout out to you. If you're still listening to us, thank you. Even though we had to let you go, we still appreciate you.
We had to let you go.
We'll get you back, dude.
By let you go, we mean that we stranded you in the Mojave Desert. Look, we're sorry about that, dude. Get over it. Quit leaving our lawyers' voicemails, all right? We did. There was no negligence involved.
We didn't do any harm to you.
We thought you had your own ride.
We never told you we're bringing you back.
We never said that. So we're sorry that we bailed. Quit calling us. Quit leaving us voicemails. Quit, all that shit. We don't need it. So
we're trying to all right.
Private Pilot Pete, leave us the fuck away. Leave us alone, okay?
Honestly, please. Because my lawyer's getting sick of it, and I'm quite frankly getting sick of it.
And I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of it. You know what?
Let's just ignore
We're taking this into the negative direction.
Yeah, let's go back to positivity.
We're all about the positive vibes.
Absolute positivity, dude.
All about the positivity. Look, you guys have been great.
You guys have been amazing.
We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for listening.
We need you. We love you. We care about you more than ever. Look, #1 podcast in the world, 10 years apart podcast. Tune in maybe next week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe next Monday. And guess what? You'll get a new video. Boom, right in your subscription box. Make sure to subscribe. And guess what? We'll see you later. We love you. Support our channel. Support our Patreon. Goodbye.